me? I look like a ghost.
It doesn't matter if you look like a ghost, because regardless, we're live.
Oh, we're live doing this? I feel like a ghost.
You know what? I wasn't gonna let you feel self-conscious on a 9:48 start time, which is a little bit different, but
All right. Well,
as
look.
a smart man once said, "Don't be mad I'm late. Be happy I'm here."
Okay, look. Yes, exactly. Look. It was a long day yesterday. The
Uh,
Lions played Sunday night, and I got invited to watch two other games that had me, at the bar for 11 hours or something. Um,
God.
So anyway, and then so I tried to postpone it till 9:30, and then you postponed it until 9:45, and then if you were in the position that I was in, that you wouldn't want to start on 9:45 either. So anyway, um, we are here on a manic Monday, very manic, at the Legends Clubhouse. So I am, Mr. 948 himself, Bobby Kaboose. As always, I'm with my partner in crime, my PIC, Aaron Rodgers' little buddy, Lawson Turner. What's going on, man?
Bro, when I was watching the game yesterday, and the game started to unfold how it did, one of my
What game?
buddies,
What game are you talking about?
the Steeler game, the first of the plethora of games.
Yeah.
Um, I'm watching, and one of my buddies, he's not a football fan at all, but he likes to meme on my teams, and he's like, and he's talking shit about Aaron Rodgers, and then when I saw him leave and go straight to the locker room, I mean there was 10 seconds left in the half. I'm like, okay, he's holding on his wrist. Now apparently there's I think the phrase I saw yesterday was slight break or small break in his left wrist. Now it's his left wrist, not his throwing wrist, but you know. Um, overall the
Now I
game,
really, there you go.
huh?
Now I really look like a ghost.
Now I don't know
I thought that might be better.
I don't know what games of the 1 o'clock slate you watched or didn't watch.
I was mainly tuned into the Packers game. My one of my childhood friends, who I've known for 30 plus years, is a huge Packers
That
fan,
game was a
to a
sweat
point
too.
to a point where I hate the fucking Packers,
It's
because
funny.
of him. Not only because they're in the Lions division, but because of him.
Hmm.
Um, so we watched the Lions or Packers and Giants, and he was decked out in his Green Bay gear, and I was telling everyone that we were rooting for the Giants. Um,
They almost pulled it off.
so I know, man. I know, Jameis, baby, almost ate a W, but instead he ate a loss. But yeah, man. What did you do over the weekend? What's going on?
So
I'm trying to think, man, because like it was
it
a
is
long
early.
day and
Yeah,
so far a
yeah.
long morning.
So I'll give you a good story. So Saturday night, there was the UFC 332 fights. And my buddy before the main card. Well, I say before, it was like as the first fights were walking out. Now the first fight it lasted 16 seconds, but as they're walking out, he goes like, "All right, I'm gonna give you the winners for the pay per view." And so
Hmm.
he lists off who he thinks are gonna win, and he was like, "I'm curious, what does a 20 ball get me on like a parlay? Because where he lives, it's not legal there." So
Hmm.
I'd tell him, but it wouldn't let me place the whole five because the first fight was already walking out. And so when he slid me a 20 ball, it was going to be 20 to win, like 219 on the other four. The first fight
Yeah.
lasted 16 seconds, so it wouldn't let me place a wouldn't let me place a four because the next fight was already coming out. And so,
Yeah.
but it's funny because we would have talked about that like 30 minutes before, we would have went 5 for 5 and smacked the UFC pay per view,
Nice.
which is hilarious. Yeah, and he said this is the start of my villain arc, and I'm like, no, your first betting slip is always green. It always hits. That's how they get you. My first slip was a 15 to win 45. Tom Brady passing attempts and Christian McCaffrey anytime touchdown, and that's how they get me. And look at me now. Now I can't stop.
Yeah. Now you're a degenerate.
For
And yeah,
for
now
real.
you're like so I can start calling you you're his version of Shohei's interpreter.
Yes.
Sweet.
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 Yeah, though, but
Um
and then Sunday it was just, dude, waking up early to watch the Dolphins. I should be in jail. Like that, like I like.
I didn't even know they played in the morning. Usually, so I bowl Sunday mornings,
Yeah.
and usually they had the game on multiple TVs in the bowling alley, and they didn't have it on yesterday. So I didn't even know there was a game yesterday morning.
I mean, you didn't really miss much. It was, a punt fest
Who the
back.
Dolphins play?
The I was about to say the Redskins, the Commanders,
Yeah,
and
two teams I don't give
and
a
it
about.
ended up going to overtime. But I, I'm gonna ask you this question real quick, because this happened. This
The answer
happened.
is no.
All right, cool. So we can continue on with whatever we're talking. So
Yeah, yeah.
fourth and goal, tied it. What was it? 16 at the time. Tied at 16. Fourth and goal, about a minute and change left. Fourth and goal at the 1. Are you kicking it? Or are you going for it?
I'm probably kicking it because it's a minute left.
That was my thought process. Mike McDaniel.
In a video game, I'm going for it. In a video game, I'm going for it. In real life, I'm kicking it.
Mike McDaniel said, "Hey guys, let's run a dive right up the middle and get fucking stuffed." Now,
Yeah,
ma- go ahead.
the one thing you don't do is run it up the middle. You either sweep it or play action pass.
It's even more funny too, for the simple fact of there was they were literally on a goal to go situation earlier in the game. Fourth and goal, got to like the 2 yard line and threw it incompletion. So at what point are you like,
Yeah,
okay, I'm not going to. I understand wanting to maximize possessions. The only thing that pisses me off is bad, like, in-game management decision making like that.
yeah.
Because granted, I have a way better vantage point from where they are, from where I am.
Hmm.
But at the same time, it's like, okay, time down distance. I hate leaving points on the field. Can't take it with me. Can't roll
Right.
them over in the
Well,
next game.
why, I don't understand why they would run a dive when, in Madden, you can just spread the receivers out and then you have less people in the box and then you just hand it off.
Make no sense to me.
I do that in Madden all the time. It works for me.
Yeah, I mean, shit, if it works in Madden, might as well work in IRL.
Uh, Exactly.
But
IRL?
IRL, it makes me laugh because now's the time, and I understand there's the, if Mike McDaniel returns, two is gonna come back too. It's like, just blow that shit up, just blow it up.
Yeah.
Like there's
Yeah.
like, I understand, you're in Miami, so you want your team to be semi like relevant. You at least want to have, a couple stars, but just blow it up. Just blow that shit
What
up.
a how do you think Tyreek Hill feels from going from the Kansas City Chiefs to the Dolphins and now the Dolphins being a dumpster fire?
Well, the thing is Tyreek wanted to get paid, so Tyreek got paid.
Yeah.
The only and his first couple years of Miami, it was a light show, but
Not anymore.
it's at what point do you trade rings and team success and legacy for money?
Hmm. Yeah.
Because the
No state tax, maybe.
exactly, and I feel like that'll always be a very interesting question due to obviously it's on a per player basis. However,
Yeah.
there are some players that are just okay with, okay, if I'm gonna make $200 million and not win a Super Bowl, I ain't got no problem with it.
Right.
Hmm.
Or you could make 50 grand and win 10 Super Bowls.
Okay, the discrepancy from 50 grand and $200 million. Yeah, like what? That's like the
But hey, you get bonuses for winning Super Bowls, so that you could make more.
yeah, and after I spend that 50K, I could sell my Super Bowl rings because I'm broke.
Yeah. No, you could just, like show up, more than Brady,
I got all
you know.
I got all 10 digits, all 10 of
Yep.
them. No, though, but so we can 50K or 250 million. The choice, the choice is yours.
Hmm. I think I'm gonna go with the 50K. I need those rings.
I need. I mean, shit. I got 10 fingers for a reason,
I know.
bro. So I don't know if you watch any of the Bills Bucks game.
I did not.
Well,
Um, like I said, I was pretty focused on and like there's a few people at the bar that I haven't seen in a while. So like when I wasn't paying attention to the Packers game, we were bullshitting, and
yeah,
then 4 o'clock games came, and the girlfriend and another friend came up to watch the Broncos Chiefs. We watched that,
it's a
and
crazy game
then
too.
we watched Lions. But
Uh,
it was a long freaking day, dude.
yeah. So I have a handful of friends that are Tampa Bay Bucks fans, and the amount of
Shoot the
long,
cannon, didn't
huh?
you? You got to shoot the cannon.
I was right next to it. It was dope.
You shot it, didn't you?
No, sadly, damn it. You know what's even more? So every first down at Raymond James Stadium, so they fire the cannons when they get in the red zone. They fire the cannons after touchdowns and points. Every single first down, the PA announcer will be like, Rashad White on a 12-yard, on a 12-yard run, first down Tampa, and the entire crowd goes, "Bay!" Every first down, every single first down.
It's better than the Minnesota Vikings with that stupid horn. They
Oh,
go, oh,
yeah. I thought you were about to talk about the skull
damn it,
chants.
that's stupid.
The speaking of the the Vikings, we can spiral into it after this. Like Josh Allen did something that only Josh Allen has did, and it was 2 years ago. I think it was against the Lions. He had 3 rushing touchdowns and 3 passing TDs, and so the amount of once again, I'm getting angry texts from my friends who are Bucks fans, and I'm like, I'm not a Bills fan. Why are y'all yelling at me? And so they gave up probably 300 plus kick return yards. Like it seems as if every time the Bucks were, kicking the ball off, it Buffalo started past their 50. And something that will I don't understand from a schematic perspective. So it was late in the game. Bills are down 5. They had the ball and they go 3 and out. But it would have been it was fourth and let me actually see because we were discussing it at nauseum. Here we go. It would have been
Fourth and
huh?
I said fourth and
It would have been fourth and 2 down 5. Now they punted and then the Bills ended up scoring a touchdown, but they'd only forced one punt all day. So my initial thought process is okay if it's fourth and 4 or anything shorter, why not go for it? You haven't stopped this offense all day, and you have
yep.
the Buffalo Bills are a team that you if your defense is not dominating them or they're not
Mm-hmm.
beating themselves, you must maximize possession, time control, all that jazz. Now Tampa Bay ended up winning time of possession by 5 minutes, but 10 minutes if you want to go the 35-25, X, Y, Z, all that jazz. But I don't know. So for Josh Allen fantasy owners and Buffalo Bills fans, it was a massive day and a massive win. But we can spiral to your NFC North game that's kind of now leaving Detroit in second place.
Yeah, man. I told you, didn't I tell you on Friday? Did we do a show Saturday? What day did we do a
Friday.
fucking? I don't even know what days we do shows anymore.
Friday.
Um, but yeah, I just like there's something about the Lions where if they are expected to beat, or a lot of experts think they're going to beat a team, or a good quality team, like I'm saying, like the Eagles, like they just it's weird, man. They just don't show up
Mm-hmm.
in games like that when they're not expected to win, and like that's when they take down like teams like the Chiefs and stuff, when you're like, oh man, like the Chiefs are going to win, but it might be close, but the other team doesn't expect the Lions to show up.
Yeah.
They did pretty good versus the tush push. I'll tell you that. That was pretty much it. Like the offense didn't look good. Um, I couldn't tell. Like I wasn't paying that much attention. Like I said, dude, it was a long day yesterday, so I wasn't paying attention to who was calling plays for the Lions. But it was just, dude, like there shit didn't happen.
The
And when you miss field goals and miss opportunities and there's flags and you get costly penalties and
mhm
whatever. You're not going to beat a team like the Eagles. You got to play like damn near perfect, especially on the road,
mhm.
um, at night. It's
One of the biggest takeaways for me was I already knew, playing indoors is a massive advantage for golf. And I thought that this Eagles defense was gettable, but it seemed like, dude, they shut everything. I don't know if it was a mixture of playing good defense and the wind,
right.
but I don't know. It seemed as if every single time. Now, did you watch that last PI call?
When was it?
It was
Like,
it
give me
was
a time.
like a minute and a half left, or did you already leave
No,
by
I
then?
we left at like the 2 minute warning. I'm like, dude, they're not gonna win.
So down 7, a minute 51 left. Third and it was gonna be third and like uh it was gonna be third and 3, and they allowed him to do the tush push, false start, bring him back,
Hmm.
and Rocky Singh gets called for maybe one of the weakest pass interferences I've ever seen. They're hand fighting. AJ Brown runs a comeback route, and AJ Brown's arm extends, and normally that's what refs look for. It's not. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not in the flail or anything like that. It's in the extension of the elbow, and AJ Brown pushes off, incomplete. Rocky Singh celebrates, flag, game over. And I'm like, now it still being a 7 point game in the Lions offense at that point doing, they've hit a handful of chunk plays, but nothing, they haven't put
Mhm.
sustained drives together. I
Right.
would have, I am so pro. I want one more chance. I just want to see it. Because
Right.
maybe that's when Jared Goff and Dan Campbell flip the switch or something. Now, history told us in that game that it probably wasn't going to happen, but I just still want to
Right.
see it because we want to see these.
Right.
Continue.
You don't know what kind of 2 minute offense package they have that they may have not have ran the entire game, right? So
Exactly.
yeah, I'm there right there with you, dude. We were watching the Packers game, and there was a big pass interference call against the Giants.
Yeah.
And it was one of those that I can't fucking stand. And like I even told my buddy, I was like, dude, I can't stand these calls. And he's like, well, it's pass interference. I go, yeah, but you got to understand, like
The
if I
underthrown
was
ball.
yes, if I was a offensive coordinator, I'd be like, okay, this is what we're gonna do all the time. Run a 50-yard route, throw it 45 yards, have the fucking receiver come back and try to just like you can literally throw it 5 yards short and be like, okay, well they got
Mm-hmm.
him on the comeback and it's pass interference and you get a 45-yard penalty. It's
Exactly.
that rule. I think it's got to change. It drives me fucking nuts because like it feels like the defense, like the defender's playing the guy and just if the ball's coming and then he doesn't even have time to turn around
Yeah.
and look, like it's not like he's fucking pushing the dude out of the way. Like it's most of those balls are uncatchable. Like
Mm-hmm.
and it's just it really grinds my gears about football because and especially like the yardage, like you could just get like free plays the whole fucking time.
The um, I don't know if you noticed in the Chiefs game in the fourth quarter with about 11 minutes to go, there was a third and 20 that the Chiefs picked up 47 on one of those
Mhm.
plays. Now, it was PI, but once again, it was one of those underthrown receiver coming back to it, and Riley Moss just kind of tackled him. Now,
Yeah,
that game was still just that game being the Chiefs game. When the Chiefs had the ball with about 4 minutes to go, I'm like, okay, this is where the Chiefs show up.
yeah,
Now I don't just say this because this is the number on his chest and back. If you have 15 in red, you're kind of just it's a giant exhale.
yeah,
But the fact that they went incomplete, incomplete, 11-yard sack, and on that sack, it was like Mahomes didn't see it, feel it. He didn't see Jaleel McLaughlin, walk up to the line of scrimmage and sack his blindside. Now, Chiefs defense has some serious problems, and almost maybe as much as their offense, because I don't for a team that had been so one-sided since Mahomes has got there, like this Chiefs Broncos rivalry. And I understand last year, the first time, the Broncos should have got him, but they blocked the field goal. The Chiefs are in serious trouble of missing the playoffs after that loss. Serious. And they've got some tough games coming up. Now they host Indy next week. If they drop to 5-6, you can kiss that shit goodbye.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little tough to come back, but from that. But I feel like Kansas City is similar to like a NBA team led by LeBron James pick destination, because I feel like they don't really care about the regular season as long as they get in. I think they take it up to an extra gear in the playoffs, and like they're just like, all right, let us get to the dance and we'll get to the rest, right?
Yeah.
Dude, another thing that I can't freaking stand about the NFL is when they bring up their little experts on the side of the screen and mansplain things to me. I'm like, dude, you know.
Oh, you mean like Dean Blandino and guys like that?
Yeah. And like Mike Pereira or whatever the hell his name is. Like, I'm like, dude, like you don't have to act like I'm a freaking idiot. I'm watching and I don't know how people feel about that, because like if I feel like they do that for the lesser known or like
your casual
football
fans.
People.
Yeah.
Yes. And like to me, if I was a casual fan, I'd be like, why is this guy like? Let me just watch the game. Like I don't care about your input, and most of the time, or it seems like most of the time, whatever they say is the opposite of what happens on the field.
It's so funny to bring that up, because there were two instances in the Steelers game in the first quarter where, well, might have been the first half, where a call was made on the field, and Dean Blandino comes in and is like, yeah, I didn't agree with that. I didn't see that. So it's like you're discrediting officials' calls on the field to just say, oh yeah, I'm the head of officiating. Didn't agree with that. So it's like, oh, so you're putting refs that are incompetent on the field. Is that what you're saying?
And hey, all you ladies out there, and lesser known football fans, I'm gonna mansplain everything that happened in that play for you, so you understand, so you get caught up to speed, and you can thank me later.
So a defensive holding is when a defensive player holds an offensive player. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, I don't need that in my fucking broadcast. I don't care. And like you said, like it discredits like every official if he's like, nah, yeah, I don't agree with that.
That was a bad call.
But who gives a shit what you agree with? You're not out there. That's like that's like me or you saying I don't agree with it. I don't fucking care.
I'm not
no
there.
one cares what I think.
And one of the calls, it was roughing the passer call where T.J. Watt, like when he was falling, he landed sideways, like adjacent to Joe Flacco. When he he didn't drive him into the ground, but like he was. It was the body weight rule specifically, and TJ kind of landed adjacent to him, but because Joe Flacco landed on his side as opposed to like on his back, they just they threw the flag anyways, and then they called it, but I think it wasn't Iron Eagle. It was whoever was doing the CBS broadcast for the Steelers game. He said like Dean Blandino just came in our ears and said he doesn't agree with that call either, and I'm like, oh, well, fuck me then.
Right. Yeah, dude, I can't stand that shit, dude. I'm like, every time they pop up, I'm like, dude, like, I saw what I saw, and, you have no say in what the call is, so why don't you just shut the hell up and let me enjoy the game?
It
goes.
Because spooky.
Dude, I look like a... I might need it. I might need some blackout shades or something back there so people can see me. giant glare like right in my face.
I don't know if because you're
Fucking terrible. I'm sorry, I can't get over this. It probably looks fucking terrible alive. Sorry,
you're fine.
you don't get to see
The
my ugly face. Like literally, like. Ugh,
the to bring up something else that happened in the Steelers game, and I don't know how much you saw, heard about XYZ. The Jamar Chase Spitgate.
Spitgate?
Do you know about this?
No.
Oh, great. This is going to be a treat. So in the fourth quarter, about 11, might have been, it was early on in the fourth quarter, maybe 11 minutes left, 12 minutes left, somewhere on there. It's showing up to a fourth and, to a third and 5, fourth and 5, whichever down. After the play, Jamar and Jalen Ramsey are talking to each other, and all I see on the screen is they're jawing back and forth, and then they're surrounded by everybody, and there's flags everywhere flying. Jalen Ramsey has been ejected, and I'm like, can I get a replay? I didn't see what the fuck happened. And they ejected him for throwing a punch because Jamar Chase spat on him. And
see, that's the move. That's the move. That's how Dak got Jalen Carter out of there the first week of the game.
Now,
or first week of the
what happened is, they were talking shit back and forth, and it looked like Jalen shoved him, grabbed the face mask, and threw a punch. And I was like, Jalen, you can't do that. But then I open up Twitter, and I see Jamar Hawk Tua his ass, and I'm like, oh, hell. And they and the reporters asked Jamar after the game. Jalen said you spit on him. And he said, and I quote, I didn't open my mouth to that guy. And then they asked him again, did you spit on him? I didn't spit on nobody. They caught you in 4K spitting on somebody. Like, you ain't gotta sit there and lie and fib. There's a million cameras. It's an NFL game.
Hey, maybe you didn't spit on him. Maybe you didn't spit on him.
I'll send you the clip after the show, and you tell me if he spat or did not spat. Like,
he maybe not a dude. Maybe there was no spat involved.
Oh, there was some saliva and it wasn't exchanged. It was one way.
Hey, maybe there was no spat involved, Lawson. Just because something goes wrong with your Steelers and you don't like what the man says,
hold that
doesn't
thought.
mean.
Hold that thought. Doesn't mean what? You continue. I'm going to pull it up and send it to you, and I want your reaction live, and you're going to sit here and tell me he didn't spit.
It didn't, just because, like, do you think I'm like, hey, Jalen Hurts spat on Aiden Hutchinson? You think I'm accusing that? Just because we lost?
Yeah.
You can't always have it your way. This is not BK. You do not rule.
I was about to say, go ahead and check your phone live. You tell me yes or no if there was spit or no spit.
Let me see. I don't see nothing.
You don't see nothing?
Nope. I don't see no spat.
I don't see no spat. For people in the chat,
it just looked to me. It just looked like some sweat coming off his chin.
Oh, that's not fun. It wouldn't let me. All right, the link is in the comments. Y'all tell me if there was spit and or no spit. It makes me laugh because it makes me laugh due to you don't have to sit here and lie, bro. You could have said, J Ram, I'm sorry. The emotions got the best of me. I'm saying if I was Jamar Chase, here's what you could have said. Jalen Ramsey, I'm sorry.
If this was the Battle of Shitty Ohio, you wouldn't even care. It's just because he spat on my Steeler. You wouldn't even give a shit.
Listen.
So do not spat. I'm team no spat.
What team no spat is crazy. What I'm saying is I don't care what team you're on. Don't spit on nobody.
I'm on team no spat. He didn't spat. There's no spatting involved. It's just because you want to see your optical illusion because it's your Steelers, and you're like, oh,
Well, when
Mandela effect. It didn't happen.
when his ass gets suspended for a game for non-spitting, we gonna see.
Well, yeah, we'll just say that he did something else
He did
because he did
something.
not spat. We're on team no spat.
Run team no spat is crazy.
Dude, I wish Joe Flacco would have whooped your ass.
Hey, it started out and I kind of got, so we scored our first drive, they scored their first drive. I'm like, great. It's gonna be another fucking
Blackness, maybe.
It's gonna be another 27-30 loss, and then Ravens are gonna jump us. But speaking of the Ravens, I don't know if you saw, but Shadur came in the game.
I saw Shadur come in the game.
Yeah.
What'd he do? Did he do anything?
3 and out, interception, 3 and out, 3 and out.
All right. So he's showing promise.
And then worked the Ravens all the way down. But you say progress?
I said he shows promise.
Oh, they said shows progress. I was like,
well, that too. I mean, he got on the field.
He got on the field. His final stats were 4 for 16 for 47 yards and a pick, and sacked.
I mean, that's pretty good.
And sacked twice.
Is that his debut?
That's the first time he's ever been in a regular season game.
Put that football in a case. Put those stats up.
You know what's even more funny? When he was sacked immediately.
25% completion percentage.
Let me try and find it. Let me try and find exactly when they put him in the game, because here we go. So they put him in the game, and then 3 plays later he was immediately sacked and fumbled, but he retained possession. Good on him. And Kyle Hamilton, the player that sacked him, immediately did his little watch fucking celebration. But then
dude, sometimes I fumble my phone, but I'm able to recover it when I pick it up. So
good on you.
We all fumble sometimes.
Yeah, it just, that whole spiel makes like. Then I love Brown's Twitter because it's a bunch of Neanderthals who drag their knuckles when they walk.
Yeah, that's everyone now.
Well, that too. That. Well, that too. But yeah, I go on Twitter yesterday, and people are complaining about, oh, what's wrong with the Browns play callers, because they had 3 dudes blocking one D lineman, and someone came in free, and some former NFL player said, hey guy, guess who sets the protection? And I'm like, because the immediate thing was Browns aren't set up for Shadur to succeed, and I'm like, as a rookie, you don't get to pick where you go. You don't get to pick what situation you're in. You're in the situation you're in. Huh?
He tried to pick.
Oh,
he tried to pick.
He damn sure did.
Dude, I like there's part of me that the conspiracy part of me that I'm like, I wonder if, right? I don't believe a lot of it, but I'm like, you just question shit, right? Shadur came out with such an attitude. I'm not doing workouts. I'm not doing this. I'm not going to this team. I'm not going to that team. If the NFL had any rigory in it, I don't know even if that's a word, but I'll use it. If they have any rigory to it, wouldn't the Cleveland Browns be the perfect destination to teach someone a lesson? Like, for real.
Yes.
It's the Browns, dude. No one wants to go to the Browns. They've had 78 quarterbacks since their existence in '99.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, you want to play all these fucking, okay, you're not gonna go to OTA, or no, not OTAs, but whatever they are, pre-draft workouts. You're not gonna do these interviews, and you're not gonna be professional about it. Okay, we're gonna send you to the worst franchise in football and have fun in a state that sucks for 5 years.
It makes me laugh due to the word on the street was that, they took Dylan Gabriel the round before. Jimmy Haslam, the owner, walked into the draft war room and said, if Shadur's there, pick him with our 5th round pick or whatever. So it wasn't even like we like this kid. Our owner said, draft him. Which
That's what I'm
that's it.
saying. Like, what if that? What if that
Well,
came down
what if Roger
from
Goodell
like?
made the call?
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
that, the owner, like they all know that the Browns fucking organization sucks. Like it's not a secret. I'm sure the owner of the Browns fucking knows that the Browns organization sucks. Like no, it's common knowledge, right? And like I said, who wants to be in Ohio for 5 fucking years? Have you ever been to Ohio?
No.
As soon as you enter it from Michigan, dude, it smells like shit.
Immediately.
Like for real, it just smells like cow shit, dude. It's got Cedar Point. That's cool. It's got
the
it
Pro Football
might
Hall of
still,
Fame. That's about it.
yeah. But besides those 3 fucking things, dude, you might as well be a fat ass in a small town
Say you're just a big
doing
fish in a
something else.
small pond.
Yeah, man. Dude, like for real, dude. It's crazy how the air smells in there in that
He
state.
said you drive it and it immediately stinks.
Dude, for real, man. And like because there's a lot of farmland like, in northern Ohio
Yeah.
and it just smells like cow shit. And I'm like, dude, this is unbelievable, dude. Plus, fuck Ohio State, fuck the only cool teams there, fuck everything that has to do with Cleveland. The Bengals are all right. I got no problem with the Bengals. They're pretty much Kentucky anyway. And I don't have a problem with the Reds.
They're pretty much Kentucky, anyways. To
Miami, Ohio. It's funny because the University of Miami, Ohio, or however you say it. The only reason I think that they're named Miami of Ohio is to trick people thinking that they're going to be going to Miami, the U, and then they show up, first day of class and it's fucking snowing and smells like shit outside.
Why is it cold up here?
Yeah. Where's the beach?
Yeah, buddy, you're going to the beach, all right.
Wayne Wade's probably on their fucking brochure.
It's Dwayne Wade's statue.
Yeah, they're like, oh, come to the University of Miami of Ohio. Just hey, what'd you say? Of Ohio? Oh, don't worry about that part. Don't worry about that.
No,
part. You're going to the University of
Miami. It's our version of Miami.
Yeah.
Right. It's got this special pizzazz to it. I bet that place fucking sucks. And it's funny because it's kind of funny because that's where Big Ben went to school.
I know he did. He was involved with the Maction.
The Maction is crazy.
Playing all the directional schools: Central Michigan, Western Michigan, Eastern Michigan, Ohio. We're big Maction guys up here. Tuesday night football, baby.
Tuesday night football is fucking nasty work.
Yeah, dude. Hey, you little bitches watch fucking Thursday and Friday and Saturday and Sunday night
where
football.
The ballers play.
Ballers play on Tuesday. Touchdown Tuesday, baby, in the Maction. Let's get Eastern Michigan against Miami of Ohio. Let's get Buffalo in there. Tulane, I think is Tulane in. I don't know if Tulane's in there. Tulane, I think, is a little too good for the Maction. But
hold on.
Toledo.
You said Kent State.
I did not say Kent State. I think that.
I think. You mean can't read, can't write Kent State?
Wait, what?
Can't read, can't write Kent State? That one?
Are they in the MAC?
I think so.
Hell yeah. I dude, I only know a few. I know about half of them.
Yeah.
I could name about half of the team. Like I said, Ohio. I think Miami of Ohio, Eastern Michigan, Western, Central Michigan.
So funny.
Toledo, Buffalo. But hey, what sells football more than a Tuesday night?
Yeah.
You get your Buffalo Wild Wings special. You get your traditional wings. You get some action. You get some tacos. Like, fuck, dude.
You're basically
perfect
set.
Day for
yeah.
football. Perfect day for football.
I want you to do me a favor. Close your eyes.
All right. I might fall asleep.
Before the season, you're entering. The Lions are favored to win the North. And then you wake up 11 weeks in.
Yes.
And the fucking Chicago Bears are 7-3.
Dude, yeah. Fuck, dude.
Bro, it's so
Yeah,
it's so funny to me because once again, for the entirety of my life, outside of a couple Jay Cutler years, they've just been, ass. And now they're
yeah,
one of the best fourth quarter teams, and it makes me laugh because I thought, the Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams, I know how you feel about Caleb, but I felt like that was a good match if it was to work long term. I didn't expect
yeah.
them to be 7-3 good early with their DB room. Now, granted, it's been injured to hell, but it sucks.
But hey, have they played anyone?
I'm about to go through all.
Run through our schedule or their schedule because I feel like they haven't played anyone.
All
I think
right.
they feel like they're the best of the worst teams.
Yeah, so they lost to Minnesota week 1, in which they could have won.
Okay.
They got
Hey,
their
but you know what? You know what coulda gets you? Jack
nothing.
shit. So
Right.
they lost.
Right, they did lose.
Big L.
Big L. They got their tallywhackers whipped by the Detroit Lions.
Whoop.
They beat the hell out of Dallas at home.
Okay, so what's Dallas's record?
3-5-1.
Oh, okay. Dallas blows. Okay, so they beat one shitty team. That's 1 for shitty teams, right?
And they beat them when Chicago was at home, and they beat them by 17.
Okay.
They beat
Well, Dallas is a shitty team, so that's 1.
they beat Vegas on the road by 1.
Vegas blows.
Washington
So
Washington in a monsoon by 1.
Washington, did they have Jaden Daniels?
Yes.
Okay, but whatever. What's their record?
Washington's
Yes.
3-8 and on a 6-game losing streak. My bad.
3 for 3.
They beat
Give me a good team here.
They beat New Orleans by 12.
New Orleans is great. So that's 4.
New Orleans is great. They lost by
In the door anytime soon.
they lost by 14 to Snoop Huntley and the Baltimore Ravens.
Okay, so that's one good team. So 4 for 5.
They lost to Baltimore.
They lost. Okay,
Yeah.
well, sorry, they didn't beat a good team yet. We got 4 wins.
They beat Cincinnati on the road.
Is Cincinnati good? Did they have Joe Burrow? No, so that's 5.
Do they have Joe
I'm
Burrow? No,
waiting.
they had another Joe.
Was John Kitna playing? But it was the Flackness was probably playing, but or Jake Browning, who knows? I don't know.
Listen, the
But there's 5.
Flackness was putting it on. He threw for 470 and 4 TDs.
What, against Chicago?
Yeah.
Okay, well, they're still not a good team, so that's 5. I mean,
They beat the Giants by 4.
well, the Giants ain't good. Like, give me a good team.
And then they beat Minnesota by 2 yesterday.
Okay, Minnesota's not the team that they were last year because JJ McCarthy sucks. So, cool, dude.
Listen. I get you. At a certain point, your record and resume have to matter on the teams that you played. It would be crazy.
I mean, they're
fuck
doing
if
what they're supposed to be doing, right?
Huh? Yeah.
They're doing what they're supposed to. It'll be so because they sucked ass last year, so they get the easier schedule. So they'll do good this year. It'll be like so. People don't realize when the Lions have sucked forever, but in the '90s, the Lions I believe made the playoffs 6 different times.
Yeah, so you're getting first, second place schedules.
Yes, and it was like every other year because you get your easy schedule, then you get your hard schedule, then you get your easy schedule because you suck again. So we'll see. The real, shit will be out next year if the Chicago Bears are able to actually win 12, 13 games this year, and then they're gonna get their shit rocked in next year, and they're gonna go 5-12.
Well, I'll give you a tidbit. They host the Steelers next week.
All right. Well, we only thought the Steelers were going to get about 4 wins this year, so Steelers aren't good either. So if they win that, that'll be number 8?
That would be their 8th win.
No, they're Steelers.
Huh?
I'd be shocked if they beat the Steelers. They're not going to beat the Steelers. Any team with a winning record, they will not win.
It makes me sad inside because of Rodgers' wrist injury. Cause I'm like, no, he's got to play the team he owns one more time. But Mason Rudolph is serviceable for a
Wait,
game.
Mason Rudolph playing?
That, that's who played in the second half last game. Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know. But
yeah.
so is Mason Rudolph playing against the Bears next week?
That's what it's looking like. Aaron's getting further testing today, but the initial thing is if I remember correctly, it's a slight break in his left wrist.
Okay, well that's like me versus a fourth grader in basketball. So like, if the Bears win, it's not a fucking big deal.
Yeah.
That's luck of the schedule and injury right there.
Because listen,
So
however, whatever you think of Aaron Rodgers, he owns the Bears. Literally,
just
he
like
said
Joe
that.
Flacco owns you.
No, it's not the same.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, it is. I wouldn't be surprised if Joe Flacco opened that door behind you and it was like, "Hey, Lawson, you got to take out the trash, buddy."
I RKO his dumbass. I don't want to hear it.
No, you wouldn't.
I mean, he is a big dude, so maybe not. He's kind of scary
He'd
looking.
be the flackness all day.
He'd give me the flack.
I wouldn't be surprised, especially since we're doing this show later. He's probably gonna come in soon and make you do your chores, dude.
I hope not.
I know Flacco owns you.
I hope not. He's
You probably snuck away from your chores to do this show, and he's probably looking for you right now. Where the fuck is Lawson? He should be scrubbing these fucking floors and serving me seltzers.
Serving me seltzers is crazy. You know Joe Flacco's pounding seltzer.
Oh yeah, he is.
Get him some high noon.
How do you think he stays so lean?
So, how do you think he stays so lean? So
He's like, Lawson, bring me another high noon and some grapes.
it's
I'm watching the tube. Make sure you Swiffer the kitchen.
let me get some Truly.
Yep.
I'm fucking crying. It's funny. To go non-football. Huh?
Now. Give me a mango White Claw now.
Mango White Claw's nasty word. to go off some of the non-football related, did you see Josh Naylor sign that 8-year deal to return to Seattle?
Oh, I did not see that,
Did.
but that's a great sign because that's one of the guys I wish the Tigers would have went after.
Yeah.
That's one of those dudes that like I can't stand him, but like if he was on my team, I'd be like, fuck yeah, dude.
Bro,
Like,
there were like 12 different instances in the playoffs against the Tigers in the playoffs in general, where every time they needed a long at bat, he would have like an 8-12 pitch at bat.
Yeah, absolutely.
He doesn't hit for a lot of power and pop, but like he'll get some late defensive like double swings just because that's where they're shifting away from. But nice player. I'm surprised a dude of his stature runs the bases so well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that boy thick.
With 3 C's.
Yes, absolutely. Did you see Zach Ryder on Friday? That was pretty cool.
I saw the video that he came back.
Yeah, that was pretty cool for like the John Cena thing and like but dude, okay, so have you been paying attention to this John Cena retirement tournament thingy?
I haven't been paying attention to the tournament, but I know this is like his last Raw tonight.
Yeah. So I think I like if I was a betting man,
which we are.
if I was a betting man, I would probably put the house on bet anyone in the house that LA Knight makes it to the finals and loses.
That's how his entire WWE stint has gone.
Dude, 100%, man. Because like they gotta get him important wins, and he's over, but he's gonna lose probably against like Gunther in the finals.
Well, yeah,
and then Gunther's gonna win the IC title from Cena,
and then he's gonna go on another like 3-year run with it.
Yeah, which how do you feel about Cena winning the IC title?
I mean, it kind of wraps up Grand Slam.
Yeah,
What would have been
I
really funny, what would have been really funny is when he was celebrating with the people in the back, and it gets to Ray, because what Cena did to Ray in 2011 when Ray won the fucking WWE Championship tournament, and then Cena whooped his ass to fucking end the show. It would have been real funny if that's what Ray would have did. If he would have like dapped Cena up to congratulate him, and then Ray beats him at the end of the fucking show.
but Ray's like 5'4", so whatever.
Right.
He's not gonna do that.
Right, but
But
yeah. To sum it up, it was finish. It was etching the last like achievement. So now he's Grand Slam.
right. I have mixed feelings about it because I thought it was kind of cool that he did it in Boston, whatever.
Yeah.
Like he basically said he's like I'm unbeatable here, and
Well, yeah.
But I like Dominic as the champion. I liked him as the Intercontinental Champion, and
hmm
I just to me, dude, like when you force things like this,
Yeah, it's kind of
like I'm
like
like,
a
he doesn't need everything, dude. He's already 17-time champion.
yeah.
He's already done like everything that you can do. Like I just like I said, I have mixed emotions because I feel like okay, that's one thing off his resume. Who fucking cares? You
Yeah.
know?
Here's the interesting question: Who wins the World Heavyweight Championship first, or a world title first? Dom or Breaker?
Huh. I think Breaker.
Because they're both like the next faces,
Yeah,
basically.
I think Breaker wins a title before Dom, just because I think Dom like this is gonna sound weird, but like I feel like Dom like so I compare Dom more to Eddie Guerrero than
His real
Ray.
dad.
Yeah, his real dad. And like I feel like once you hit around the age of 30 as a wrestler, your body is like more mature, like as far as like your workout regimen and shit, and you're like bigger. I feel like in physically bigger, and I think that's what they need to kind of wait for Dominic to get there, I think. I know it kind of sounds weird, but
hmm
that's why I would probably say Breaker. I mean that would be definitely the case probably under the Vince McMahon regime. Um, but this new one, and people are, weird things are happening in WWE because of this TKO shit, like
Yeah.
the prices and shit. Like I don't know, man. It's I'm hoping that they don't completely destroy the product because they're talking about now changing pay-per-view names, and if they fuck with the big four, that's fucked up. Um, if you want to change like Backlash, that's fine, but like don't change WrestleMania. Like the TKO president or whatever, whoever the fuck he is, that Shapiro dude, he came out and he was like, we want to get rid of the pay-per-views that Vince McMahon created or whatever. And I get it to a point, but at the same time, you have your big four that are like a staple. And bro, your first fucking event on ESPN, you called it WrestlePalooza. The stupidest fucking name. Like, what are we in fucking 1890? Like, we go to the fucking carnival? Like, what? Ooh, WrestlePalooza? What kind of fucking name is that? You want
Yeah.
to change the rest of the PLEs?
Yeah. Like if they mess with the big four, it's real. Cause hold on. So the big four, there's Mania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, and
Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble. There you go. I don't know. It just I feel like those are the core four you can't touch.
Right. Hey,
I don't know. It's just funky.
dude, you're I don't know if it's on my end or your
I
end,
was
but
gonna say
like
because you're kind of. I was gonna say you're kind of tweaking too.
yeah, you're super on delay, dude. Or like I see like your hand movements and your mouth doesn't match up with your words and shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Hey, you know what we need is someone popping up in a little box next to us and mansplaining our situation to our audience, saying one of our connections or both of our connections suck, and they can tell our audience, shit as if we're stupid. That's what we need. We need our
I'm.
own like Pereira or Dean Benedito or whatever the fuck his name is.
That's funny. Well, I was gonna say we basically wrapped everything up, and since our connection is dying, you want to wrap us up?
Sure. Thank you for joining us at this special time today at the New Leaf News Legends Clubhouse here on YouTube. Go follow us over on YouTube under New Leaf News and our social medias under TikTok, X, Instagram, Facebook, Blue Sky. If you got social media, go follow us over there. Go check out newleafnews.com/net where both of them take you to the same great site. We have great daily content, whether it's sports, entertainment, gaming, horoscopes, murder shit. You name it, we got it over there. We're phenomenal writers, so check out our work. We are usually live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time, unless I'm hungover or Lawson's tired, or we just want to sleep, or we just want to cancel the show and do it some other time. But those are usually the times. We will be back on Wednesday. We appreciate you tuning in to this manic Monday. Hey, guess what tomorrow is? We got some action. So I'm not sure who's playing tonight, but no one cares. But because Tuesday night football, we already established, is the best kind of football. So this is episode, I think, 90?
90.
Right? Who's your favorite 90?
TJ Watt.
You would say that. I can't say that because I wanted the Lions to really draft him, and we discussed that before. But who's a good 90? Who's a good number 90?
Kevin Green's a good one. Steeler legend.
Okay, first of all, if I'm gonna call him a legend, I'm gonna call him a Carolina Panther legend.
Everybody knows once you played for the Steelers for any amount of time, to me, you're a Steelers legend. Like example, Joe Hayden, Steeler legend.
Larry Foote?
Steeler legend.
No, man. Anyway, I don't know who number 9. I'll go with